The Benidorm Enthusiast here. December has arrived, and what a dull, dreary and quite depressing start to it we're having. It's like someone has switched the winter button on overnight. December has begun with rain, wind, lots of cloud and a big drop in temperatures. Where's the sun gone? And where are all the people? For today's video, we're going to be having a little walkabout and a look around while I chat to you about recent news and upcoming events for the month of December. Better get my brolly ready. Looks like it's about to start raining again any minute. So as you can see, the weather is pretty miserable right now, but we have had some great autumn weather, so we can't really complain too much. Autumn saw above average temperatures and lots of sunny skies right the way through, with just the odd couple of stormy days. I love the storms here, I have to say. They are incredible to watch. The streets turn into rivers and the lightning shows are fantastic. But none of that at the moment. This isn't a storm we're having, it's just rain. Cold, wet and depressing rain. It's well needed though. This past year has been extremely dry, even with all the rain we had in spring, which was one of the wettest springs ever. Our previous winter and the summer and autumn just gone were very dry and very hot. So this rain is essential, and as much as I'm whinging about it, I am happy it's come. Maybe not so happy to be out filming in it, but it is all part of the fun, I suppose. This weather is not predicted to last very long. If the forecast is correct, the sun should be returning Sunday afternoon and temperatures increasing again. It's only 14 degrees today. That's like Arctic temperatures for those of us that live here. Okay, slight exaggeration there, but we're not used to it. It's still a pretty mild winter temperature for a lot of tourists, I imagine. But getting back up into the high teens next week will please anyone coming out, I should think. After all, you don't come here for this, do you? If you are coming out soon, be sure to bring some layers for the nights. Normal December weather, you can sit out comfortably in shorts and t-shirt in the daytime if you find a sun trap, but as soon as the sun goes in, the temperatures drop quite dramatically and you will really feel the cold. A cardigan, hoodie or a jacket will come in very handy for layering up as the nights get colder. We've not quite hit single figures overnight yet, but it's getting close, and because of the drastic difference between the day and the night temps, it often drops like 10 degrees in just a few hours, so you really feel it. Are any of our viewers coming out this next week? Let us know in the comments if you are. This time of year is very, very quiet in Benidorm. Between the November fiestas and Christmas, we have a period of around 3 to 4 weeks where it is like a ghost town. This year has been slightly better with the World Cup going on. We've been getting small boosts in trade for people coming out for the big games. The Wales-England game was a big one, obviously, and one I was very nervous about after seeing videos of brawls in Tenerife. But we had a great night here. In Winners Bar there were fans from both nations watching together. Loads of banter, singing and chanting, but nobody taking offence or kicking off. Just how it should be. And I haven't heard any reports of any issues from the strip either. Probably an odd scuffle here and there, but nothing major that I'm aware of. It's been nothing like a normal World Cup year though, unfortunately. A Winter World Cup just isn't the same. It hasn't got the same pull for us here. As I've just said though, it is slightly busier than normal for this time of year, when usually it's absolutely dead. The football fans coming out are thinly spread around the resort, and there's only a few places managing to get any sort of atmosphere going, when normally for the World Cup in summer every single bar would be bouncing. It'll be interesting to see if England do progress further, if we see any more coming out for the later stages of the tournament. Obviously this weather is not helping get any atmosphere going around Benidorm in the moment. The few tourists that are here are not really being tempted out of the hotels to use the bars and restaurants. The beach itself is never busy at this time of year. You will see people sunbathing when the sun's out, of course, but it doesn't get busy. The beachfront bars, however, usually do well down here on the front all year round, but today it's very quiet, very few people out and about, and those that are don't look very happy at all. It almost feels like we're back in the lockdown days again. It's quite creepy really. Are any of our viewers coming out for Christmas or New Year? Benidorm is usually very busy over the festive period. We should see people starting to arrive around the 20th of December. Some for Christmas, some for both Christmas and New Year, and others arriving just after Christmas for the New Year celebrations. The Christmas lights are getting switched on this weekend in the Old Town, and we'll be doing a video next week showing you all the decorations and going through the schedule of Christmas activities planned for anybody visiting. New Year is fantastic here. A lot of the bars celebrate twice in one night. The Spanish New Year coming in first, of course, and then the UK New Year coming in an hour later. There's a huge firework display for the Spanish New Year from Levante Beach. Very, very impressive. Last year I watched them from the street just outside Winners with my mum and dad. It was the first time in 20 odd years we've seen the New Year through together. So it was quite a special moment and quite emotional really, considering the year that we've just had. On to the local news, and you may have seen videos or photos of a fire here last week. The fire was in a residential block, not a hotel as was wrongly reported by some of the press. It was in the La Cala de Benidorm area, which is the far end of Poniente Beach, where you'll find the hotels at Gran Bali and Torre Dorada. I think that's where the confusion came in, with the Gran Bali being mentioned in some news reports. People thought that's where the fire was. It wasn't. It was in a block of flats close by called Coblanca. A man was very badly burned but was brought out alive. Sadly though, his dog was found lifeless when the firemen arrived. The rest of the block was evacuated and no more serious injuries reported. We still don't know exactly how the fire started. Very, very sad indeed. That poor guy, he's lost his home and his dog just before Christmas. Heartbreaking. Before I get off and go get a nice big cup of hot cocoa, a quick mention of some more new videos we'll be covering soon. We'll be looking into Spain's pressure to try and get the 90-day rule changed to give more freedom for third country nationals. We'll also be talking about the future voluntary tourist tax, which Benidorm is still very strongly against. The mayor himself publicly expressed his strong opposition to the tax in an interview a couple of days ago, but we'll be covering that in more detail on a video coming very soon. We've got videos planned showing refurbishment projects around resort, which will be taking place over winter, including the new lighting planned for down here on the Levante beachfront and some other interesting projects. There's lots of stuff happening in Benidorm this winter to get the place looking shipshape for you guys returning next year. So make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of it. Costs nothing to subscribe to our YouTube. Just click the button that says subscribe and then click the bell as well so you receive notifications whenever we release a new video. Thanks for watching guys. Hopefully for our next video we'll have better weather and some less depressing and more uplifting news for you. Hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok at Benidorm Enthusiast. Have a great weekend, stay positive and stay safe.